I don't know, blue eyes and like silver hair.
You're literally like referencing Yu-Gi-Oh! Like every other person looks extremely normal except for Yugi.
Yeah, right? Or the one few characters were like, I forget the dinosaur like duelist. Remember him?
Oh,
I think his name was Rex. It was something like
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh, what's his like you know, kind of like thing, right? He's like, oh, he's really into dinosaurs. I was like, had that been me at like 5 years old, I would have been like that kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh player,
Yeah.
right? Because I was just like, oh, I love dinosaurs. Like that's fine.
See, I run a Blackwing deck for the purpose of like not wanting to win, but because those cards come back from the graveyard a lot, it's really just trolling until the other person rage quits.
Oh, that's so funny.
It's great, especially after a few drinks.
So Shireen has officially just started going on an adventure.
Bounced. She abandoned us.
She is doing her own, like, she is living her Animal Crossing life, and she's just crossing over to the next table.
See, this is why I need more friends that know sign language, because then we could still be this far away.
Oh, there goes the choir. Dude, that's amazing.
Oh, God, I miss choir.
Dude, I never even did church choir. Like,
I never went to church.
well,
Is there a requirement for being on the choir?
wait,
like,
you're a vegan?
I'm a pagan.
Oh, I thought you were a vegan.
Nah, I love steak too much. I could never.
Oh, that's funny. Oh.
God, that sounds so good. Can we just admire this for a second?
Yeah, dude. Oh.
Nope, never mind.
I think they're warming up, right? It's rehearsal.
I don't know.
You guys are live.
Oh, thank you. Oh, there we go.
God, it's beautiful.
So, just saying, guys, if you're a Monarch, if you're an LA Valley Monarch and you're not here, you're missing out, because this is actually like all of our arts disciplines are essentially performing or showcasing something today, and there is a lot of talent here. I'm surprised. And thankfully, there's enough talent to cover up all of this.
Same.
Of course.
My only talent is talking and singing way too loud in the car.
A carpool karaoke. I
Oh yeah,
support that.
definitely. Like everything full volume.
Oh,
Maybe I should have joined choir in middle school.
That was beautiful.
nice. Oh, drums. There we go.
Say, drummer, you're killing it. You're doing great.
Look at her. Like, her face is intense. She's just like, I'm going to drum this.
She's focused.
Focused. We love a lady percussionist.
We do.
Is this the rehearsal of the actual thing?
I don't think they're like mic'd up yet.
No, they're not. I
They
think
are, but we can hear them.
Oh, you?
Yeah.
it might be like one mic to like share for amongst the whole choir, so it's pretty cool.
Oh, I guess I do see the microphone.
So
They're just so amazing. It's incredible.
Wow.
God, I miss choir. Like we're all just like wanting to be in choir now.
I wouldn't mind. I still need to. I would rather take elementary voice first.
I'm telling you, we should go to round one, rent out a karaoke room, and just be way too loud for way too long.
Yeah, and I'm not. I won't touch the microphone.
No, I am making you.
No.
Yes.
No.
It's gonna happen.
Nope.
Everyone, I'm guaranteeing you, I will find a way to make it happen.
we're gonna start over again. It's because we're just rehearsing, just to make sure we're checking the audio. So now we're officially gonna start.
I would say no matter what happens, you guys just go for 4 hours.
Okay.
Have fun, right?
Cool.
Change out when you need to change out, and then we'll take this recording, we'll edit it, we'll play it back.
Sure.
If we can feed you anything, we will. If you need a break and I get something here, We'll mute these mics and then we'll put this up. We just have to remember when you turn these mics back on, this has to go down or we'll create that feedback.
Got it.
All right, have fun.
All right, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, good
Hello.
evening, good
Officially this
afternoon.
All right, everybody. So we are KVCM.live. We are here with Monarch Radio, and this is the official, actually, at least our first ever Arts Day festival here. We are gathered with all the arts disciplines here on campus, and we will all be showcasing our different talents here on campus. And so my name is Alfonso Corona, on air at KVCM.live and on Twitch at Monarch Radio. I am the Radio Kid, and I am here with Janelle, Peter, and Razine, but I think they also have DJ names, so I'll let them introduce themselves.
Okay, I guess I'm going first. I am Docsun. I am one half of Gigabits with Docsun and the Crown.
And I am Janelle, aka Crown, the other half of Gigabits.
I am Razine. I don't really have an AKA, but you can hear me on Sports and Views. You usually hear me on Sports and Views, but today here I am doing arts.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. And so, again, for anybody here who is an LA Valley Monarch, or even if you're not and you just have a passion for college radio, remember you can check us out live on kvcm.live and on Twitch at Monarch Radio. And so today we'll be featuring different disciplines. So it's going to be art, broadcasting, cinema, dance, journalism, music, photography, and theater here on Monarch Radio, the voice of Valley College. And yes, also another upcoming event we're going to have here with KVCM and in partnership with the Broadcasting Club. It's going to be our last club day of the year. So keep an eye open for that. Check your ASU emails and, check us out right there.
Join us. It's a lot of fun.
We're
We have a great
all
time.
here. We all love it. I gotta ask because I obviously I'm part of two different groups here at the campus. Is there anybody you guys are really excited to see or hear
I'm
from?
excited to see my cinema professor because I'm getting extra credit for being here as well.
Oh.
I'm just here for the grade.
I was going to be here anyway, and then she was talking about there being extra credit. And I was like, oh, great. Even more incentive.
Who was the football player who was like, oh, I'm just here so I don't get fined?
Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn.
Oh.
Your new name is Marshawn.
Oh, my God.
I'm just here for the grade.
The NFL draft recently happened out in Vegas, and one of my friends is an artist who went here and is now at CSUN. And her studio that she works at, they were there doing live painting for some of the players.
Oh,
Insane.
nice. Okay, that's really cool. And so, oh yeah, Peter, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I feel like I've seen because I used to play a lot of Madden growing up, and there was this one thing that was like create your own superstar, and there was always this thing where people would just draw art of your player in game. I didn't know that was an actual thing.
Oh,
Like apparently, are you saying that they literally just draw art of the players as they get drafted?
Well, I think they were doing it for some of the already playing players, and then if one of the draftees wanted a thing, then they would do it.
Got it.
I mean, she showed me a lot of the stuff that she did. It was really good.
You know what I can't, I wish we would get to see, which we're not going to be able to see today, dealing with art. Apparently at some point today, there's supposed to be a monster drawing session here on campus.
Listen, if no one draws a character from Monster High, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Monster High. Where's that from?
I think it was Nickelodeon.
Was it Nickelodeon or was it Disney?
I have no idea. I think it was Nickelodeon. Don't quote me on that.
I'd have to double check, but basically it sounds exactly what it is. It's taking
it's Descendants, but with monsters instead.
pretty much.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
It was a cartoon.
nice. Okay.
That'd be great to make live action, though. That would be awesome.
What else is on the schedule, by the way? And obviously, we're hearing the choir kind of take over real quick.
Yeah,
Oh, that's the drummer that's.
and they're lovely. They really are.
We love a triple threat.
As for what's going on, well, we do have that 10 a.m. monster drawing session, which I assume is going on right now. We also have a journalism exhibit going on upstairs at 10:15. 11 a.m. will be the continuation of the monster drawing session, apparently. And then once again, 11:15 with the journalism exhibition. Now, I do happen to know that around the 15 of every hour, we will also be hearing from the theater club. rendition of Paint It Black from their most recent show. I did the sound for it, and it turned out wonderfully. I can't wait.
And so one thing I did want to mention was, so our pal here, Razine, he's been doing a great job overall this past year with KVCM. Hey, we have another person who just joined in. So he actually did a PSA for some of the broadcasting classes that we offer on campus. Razine, why don't you list some of them off real quick, so that way people know what to expect when they come to the broadcasting department.
Sure. So Broadcasting 1, which is, I would say, the beginner level class, or the entry level class. That's how I came into broadcasting originally. So Broadcasting 1, that's how you start. That's where you start. So that's a 3-unit class. It just teaches you the fundamentals of radio and TV broadcasting. Then you have Broadcasting 25, which I haven't taken yet. That is just, I guess, writing, script and stuff. And then you got Broadcasting 26, which is TV and film aesthetics. So I haven't taken these last 2 classes. Maybe one of you that have taken it can kind of describe what it's like. So those, you have to take 2 of those. And then from there on, you can take Broadcasting 10, Broadcasting 11, Broadcasting 46 or 47. Those last 2 are actually film or video as opposed to just audio. So yeah, there we go. That's what we have.
So I'm excited because I actually got to hang out with him for the first time earlier this week. And so I'm going to introduce him really quick. This is Gerardo. He is one of 3 co-hosts for the sports broadcast, Sports and Views, here on kvcm.live. And yeah, he does a great job between him, Razine, and another student of ours, Tori. She's not with us today, but I thought I'd introduce him and just get to hear him out a little bit more. So yeah, Gerardo, why don't you say hi real quick?
Good morning, guys. Nice to meet you guys. It's a pleasure to finally meet you guys in person, and ready to go.
Sports and Views we have 2/3 of Sports and Views here, but no sports to talk about today.
Oh yeah, well definitely today's Arts Day, but definitely if sports broadcasting is something you're interested in, there's definitely opportunities within LAVC, and also as well, sports broadcasting is just a growing field, obviously. So definitely a lot of opportunities there, and I think that's something both of you guys might were interested in at some point, or.
Yes, that's something I like to pursue, and then go from there. Also do like voiceovers, narration, broadcasting, announcing, and all of that stuff right there.
Okay, so I gotta ask then, sports teams. So let's say baseball. What team do you go for?
For me, I'm always the LA guy, except the Clippers and LAFC. So I'm a Dodger fan and a Laker fan for life.
And then Galaxy, right?
Yep.
Oh, thank you.
A man of culture.
Yeah, he's very cultured, definitely. What about you, Razine?
Well, I'm a Boston guy through and through.
Why?
Disappointed.
Celtics. Isn't it Celtics, though?
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to say it, but I guess, we're Americans, so we like to stray off the beaten path. When
Yeah.
everyone else uses meters, we use, miles?
Yeah, pretty much.
So we're Americans, so yeah.
And so, okay, what about, do you follow sports, Janelle?
I do, actually, a little bit. I don't usually follow football. I throw an anti-Super Bowl party where we turn it off during the game and watch all the commercials.
You don't watch the Super Bowl halftime show, though?
Occasionally.
Okay.
If I like who's performing, then yeah, but...
Okay, because I love this past year's performance.
Oh, it was great.
Snoop Dogg, Eminem,
Kendrick Lamar,
Kendrick Lamar,
Drake.
and Mary J. Blige.
50 Cent as well.
And 50 Cent. Oh, man. That was actually...
It was big.
It was a big love letter to LA. And then I got to say, though, I've never been there in person. I've only been outside of it because I was at the Forum. But, SoFi Stadium just looks so incredibly nice. I want to go and actually, go inside one day.
I've gone to the Forum. I've gone to Inglewood for that one, but I want to go actually to a game when the Rams play.
Okay, so not Chargers, Rams.
Now, I've been to the Chargers game last season.
How was that?
It was nice. The Patriots were here, so that's the main reason why I went.
Oh, okay. You a fan of Tom Brady, or?
Yeah, still am.
Oh, nice.
Big
Okay.
fans.
Some say that maybe he should leave already. Been there a little
didn't
too
he
long.
announce his retirement twice and then took it back
Yeah,
twice?
he was like, nah. Oh, okay. I heard a funny I think it was a rumor, a story that supposedly some guy bought his last ever game-winning ball for $40K, and then eventually Tom Brady says, "Oh, I'm not retiring. I'm coming back for another season." So imagine being the doofus who bought a $40,000 football just so it could drop in value?
But why would you also buy a $40,000 football?
That's my question too.
Like, I'm
Because
a
people are
K-pop
crazy.
stan. I'm a K-pop stan. I drop a lot of money on stupid stuff all the time.
Yeah.
But like 40K, that's a lot.
that
That's a lot.
I don't know if it was actually 40K. I think it was 500K if I may have heard correctly.
No, there's no way.
Yeah.
Someone dropped half a mil.
Yeah, $500,000 just for a ball.
You know, but in good faith, they refunded his money. They voided the sale and they gave him his money back, and he got to keep the ball.
No way.
That's good.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, that's a win.
Oh, there are good people in society.
The humanity is not as bad as you think sometimes. That's nice. Okay, cool. So then, I guess my question would also be then, so sports, what teams did you say you were going for,
So,
Janelle?
Dodgers, Lakers. The only sport that I follow that I'm not an LA fan is hockey, and I'm a Sharks fan.
Okay. Also, a new team, I feel like, especially if we're going to talk sports, we need to start following is Angel City. They're the first, I believe it's the first female soccer team in LA. And so Angel
US.
City's brand new. Like, I think one of the big chairpersons in there is Natalie Portman. So she's actually one of the owners, partial owner of LA or Angel City Football Club. So yeah, definitely if you're into women's football, you gotta check out Angel City for sure.
And hopefully they win their first season, the championship as well.
Oh, that would be amazing.
That'd be great. I know there's also a professional softball league coming back. There was one, and it died during COVID, but now they're starting up a new one. I'm so excited.
Oh, that's gonna be good, dude. And I feel like we always hear about MLB, but like a softball league, like actually
Softball, the thing, okay, so I watch a lot more WNBA games than I do NBA games because girls are vicious.
Oh yeah.
Girls are vicious. So watching women's basketball, softball over baseball, like baseball, there's, occasional tussles here and there. Girls will literally talk smack to each other while running the bases.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Gerardo, have you ever seen like a women's sporting event? Because I agree with her. It's pretty intense.
No, I haven't, but I think I should. The
Go to a
closest I
Sparks
probably
game.
the closest I'll probably want to go to is like a WNBA game.
Yeah, go to a Sparks game. They are, especially if they're playing Phoenix. Phoenix, I consider like the Sparks' main rivals. They're insane.
I've seen the women's basketball team here at LAVC play a few times.
Yeah, because my sister, she went to a WNBA game. I think she got a signed autographed basketball from Candace Parker.
I did too.
And so
Can I have it?
No.
I'll ask her.
I think I got mine when I was 8. I was
10, 15
playing
fever?
Pee Wee
Not gonna
basketball
happen.
at the time, and we did some fundraiser where
Okay.
we all got to go out and each of us got a ball signed, and it was Candace Parker's rookie year. And so I was the last one because I was really trying to get Lisa Leslie's because that was one of her last seasons before she retired. And so we each got to go up and we were all kind of running behind, so I didn't get to really see who it was. And then I looked at the autograph. I'm like, oh my god, that's Candace Parker. Oh my god, I was freaking out.
Man, and see, one thing I love about women's sports is that the athletes are in a sense more approachable.
Oh yeah.
That's the one thing about sports is the bigger the league is, or I guess the bigger the fame is, it's less approachable, obviously. But then it's you go to WNBA games or even go to minor leagues and people are just yeah.
So while I was a dancer over at the Generation DCD studio in Burbank, we had performed at Staples Center twice for the Sparks. We did a pregame set and a halftime set. And so we would practice before the game, and then we would just go sit in the stands. And the players would come over to us and be like, oh my god, you guys are amazing. I could never do that. And we're just you are literally paid to sit here and play basketball. We are here for free.
I used to work at Staples Center, and twice a year we used to play basketball with all the employees.
No.
Yeah, it was an
They let you do
experience.
that?
Yeah, twice a year.
So, were you guys ever were you guys ever to jump up and do the dunk or no?
Nah, actually, no. There was actually some employees that can actually play basketball, and they had a high vertical. They can jump. They're tall, and it was a lot of hoopers there. But it was an amazing experience, and unfortunately, I don't work there no more. But those times I got to play, I felt like I was a champion. I won the championship.
Oh, dude, I would eat so much crap just trying to jump up above maybe this table here. But dude, some people have mad hops and I can't.
Honestly.
But now it's not Staples Center. I had to get used to calling it Crypto.com.
It will always be Staples Center. I refuse to call it the Crypto.com Arena.
It just doesn't have a ring to it. I know that it's a big sponsor, but I think Staples Center is it's already ingrained.
It's iconic.
I mean,
Yeah,
as a crypto
exactly.
investor, though, I don't mind it.
Yeah, same. Actually, I'm a
But
crypto.
it's having to say Crypto.com Arena. It's Staples Center.
It's a mouthful, a little bit. Yeah.
I mean, it'll only do good for the publicity because I'm a crypto investor. So
And if you do the acronym CDC, it sounds like a Center of Disease Control. So it's kind of funny in that aspect as well. So that's why I just call it Staples Center. Keep it
It will
short.
always be the Staples Center.
Yes, indeed.
There was a period of time where like my family and I were going to Sparks games, we were going to concerts all the time. Like we were at Staples Center like at least 2 or 3 times a month.
I feel like out of all the teams, the most expensive tickets were always the Lakers, naturally.
Yeah, always.
But I always try to take advantage of going to Kings games because those are very intense. I like the momentum. I like how they play. It's very fast paced, and it's very physical.
Yeah, I mainly nowadays just go for concerts.
You know, I just went to the recent concert in San Bernardino. It was very amazing, and I feel like nowadays concerts it's just it's the place to go whenever you have the chance.
Yeah,
Kings,
who
by
did you
the
see?
way, are actually playing right now.
And you know what's crazy?
The
They
Oilers.
they upset the Oilers. I thought the Oilers would have won the series because they're favorites to win the series. The Kings are still like a rebuilding team. In terms of like a few years left to be like a high quality contender of the playoffs and then potentially a Stanley Cup championship teams year in and year out. But they have a solid base going for them, and I thought it's going to be a very competitive series.
Might head into one of the games because they're back in LA for the next 2. So
Ooh. And
I'm thinking of.
And I think the series is 1-1 right now, right? So Game 3 is going to be a pivotal game. Whoever steals that, it's going to be a huge momentum shifter for either team. But hopefully, it's going to be for our Los Angeles Kings.
You said you went to a concert recently. Who did you see?
It was a Smoker Fest in San Bernardino. It was very like the main people I saw was like Playboy Cardi, Wiz Khalifa, A$AP Rocky, those type of artists. It was an amazing experience, and I feel like nowadays, guys, if you ever have a chance to go see your favorite artist in a concert, go ahead because
Do it.
Yep, it's an amazing experience, and it's just you feel that vibe, you feel that energy whenever you go there.
Yeah, I think the next concert that I'm going to is in July, and it's actually at the Forum, which is going to be fun.
Who's performing?
It's a K-pop group called Stray Kids, and they're like the main group that I listen to. Like most of my playlist is all of their music. And I dropped the money. I dropped a lot of money, and I literally have like front row tickets.
That's right. I used to live in K-Town, so all those billboards were like those the Korean their ads for the Korean ads, and it's just funny because K-pop music. I don't listen to K-pop music as much or rarely, but I know that they're very big and they continue to get bigger.
It gets intense.
Yeah, I know quite a few K-pop stands. So
Yeah, we're everywhere.
I know a lot of more Korean barbecue spots than K-pop music, but that's a different story to talk about.
Okay, what's your favorite Korean barbecue place?
I like Bulgogi Hut, just where I grew up around my area in K-Town.
Arts Day. Arts Day.
Classes we offer, degrees, and all that great stuff. You have a lot of events going on.
Okay,
There's a
there we go.
monster drawing session taking place in the art building. There's a journalism exhibition upstairs in the skybox. You're on the stairs there to get to it. There's a journalism exhibition. I already said that. The theater department is going to do some performances. We have access to laptops. The choirs are going to perform. There's going to be a DJ demo.
You know where Williams is? Couldn't find him. Oh, I see. It's the one day I don't bring my Sharpie. I didn't get him the one Sharpie.
Please take pictures and post them. Test your friends. Tell them to stop by. We're here till 2 o'clock, and there will be lunch later. I'm just saying. Okay. Thanks very much.
Okay. Wait, what happened? Okay. All right. So that was an announcement from one of our faculty right there. Yeah, you guys, well, that is loud.
That is loud.
This is really watch.
Okay.
That is loud. That bass is hitting though.
Yeah. But I mean, I think we can hear each other fairly okay though, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So I see what you guys mean though. It is getting warm. I might actually have to take off my shirt.
That sounds like I
oh
don't know
no,
why
my
you're
sweater, not my sweatshirt. Wow. Okay.
It's a hoodie.
It's a hoodie. Like don't get.
I can't believe you're still wearing that sweatshirt, Fonzo. It's like 90 degrees almost.
It's for aesthetic. I just look good in it.
You want to switch places so you be in the shade and not in the sun?
Nah, it's okay. I'm fine. I literally spend
He's
most of the
stubborn.
time. Yeah.
You'd literally have to like pick him up out of the chair.
Let's do that right now.
I mean, I'm small enough.
All three of us, let's get it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Audio was just fixed in. We can actually hear ourselves, which is
Yeah,
good. Okay.
awesome.
All right, guys. And so, what else do we have in the pipeline? You know what? Well, let's talk a little bit about what I guess a typical day in broadcasting would look like. Janelle, what class are you taking right now for broadcasting?
So right now, I'm technically a film major. So right now I'm only taking Broadcasting 10, which is a great class. But I officially picked up a double major for radio in the fall.
Okay.
So that'll be very fun.
Nice. And so, what does like your coursework look like? Like, what could someone expect to be doing in a broadcasting course?
So with Broadcasting 10, usually there's 2 different assignments each week that you have the week to work on. There's usually one where you're recording and mixing and mastering and everything, so actually have something that we can play on the station. And then we also learn about a different popular radio head each week. So like this week we're learning about like Howard Stern. We've learned about so many different like radio hosts throughout the years and just how radio has evolved over time.
Nice. And then, Gerardo, are you in any broadcasting courses right now?
Yes, I'm only taking more of the remote ones, Broadcasting 22-1 and Broadcasting 81, just for now.
Okay, and so those are what we call fieldwork courses. So what does that look like for you?
So essentially, it's like with the sports highlights and the show, sports and news, and other work that I do, and that's what mostly my work consists of as of right now.
Yeah, definitely. That's really cool. I also did want to give a shout out to the gentleman taking pictures over there, Professor Dan Watanabe. I'm actually in his Broadcasting 24 course? 25. Oh my gosh, I'm one number off. Hi, fake fan. But that is the TV, film, and radio script writing class. And so that's been a blast. And actually, we get to learn how to write a TV or film script. And so I actually just wrote my first treatment for a TV script. So eventually, if I want to submit something to a studio down the road, I now have the know-how thanks to Professor Dan.
I've got an update for you on that.
Oh, okay.
We are actually revising the course, and we're going to make it more exclusively about how to create content specifically for broadcasting. So
Oh, do you want to hop on a mic? Yeah, go ahead. So we can actually hear you because I actually want to.
Okay, sure.
Get the inside scoop right now.
All right. Yes, we're in the process of actually rewriting Broadcast 25 to make it to make it a little bit more user friendly for our students who are going to be interested in.
Professor Dan.
Who are more interested in knowing how to do things that are specifically for the new world of TV, especially now that Discovery has bought Warner Brothers. I mean, who would have thought a few years ago that a company that was from legacy broadcasting, which is cable TV, if nothing else, would have the financial resources to go out there and buy Warner Media. So we're going to be seeing a lot of changes. I think we're going to be seeing a lot more unscripted content, and I think that the job opportunities for those of you who are looking to get into that more traditional side of television, it's going to be the best time since 1987.
Will that class be offered for the fall?
It sure will be. That's the new variation of Broadcast 25. And one of the nice things is that I now teach certain classes at CSUN. So this is going to be written specifically so that it ties in with the CSUN version. So we're going to be talking about, let's say we're going to do the same story I'm going to be telling you how to write it for Netflix, how to write it for PBS, how to write it for basic cable, how to write it for network. So we can cover the entire scheme, because every one of those is going to have a different way of telling the exact same story.
Oh man, well thank you for the inside scoop, Dan. We really appreciate that. Now I'm a little bummed because I took the class a little early now. Now I'm excited for this new edition of the course, which means I might have to just retake the class then.
No, all you do is you just meet with me and I just tell you all the differences.
Okay, there you go. We can do that. Save myself some coursework there. But thank you so much, Dan.
Thank you so much for letting me do a little bit of promos for that class.
Yeah, definitely. That's Broadcasting 24, right?
25.
Broadcasting 25.
I'm always one number off. It's either
It's
26.
radio, TV, and unscripted writing. We're gonna be coming up with probably a better title than that.
There you go.
A little bit more sexy, if you know what I mean.
So,
make your college
in
course
a world
sexy.
that's now going to be run by Zaslav, at least for Warner Brothers, and that means HBO Max and all of that. Got to be ready for it.
That's a new bundle we're gonna have to pay for, guys. So HBO Max and Warner Discovery now. Oh my gosh.
Who would have thought, right? Would it be the other way where Warner Brothers buys Discovery?
So that means Bugs Bunny works for Discovery Channel.
Wow.
But does that mean that it's going to get added to
The Discovery Channel,
Discovery's,
yes.
subscription service?
I think it's going to be a bundle. So, or actually, yeah, they're going to not destroy. That's a very harsh
They're
word.
gonna destroy it.
They're gonna turn HBO Max and Discovery Plus into a new streaming app. I think.
What are they going to call it, though?
I don't know yet.
Ooh.
So only time will tell. But what do you think, Rizzy?
Warner.
Plus Discovery.
Discovery Max.
Twarner.
Warner, there you go.
Twarner.
Warner Plus.
Oh, that's funny.
Twarner minus.
Here, I will be right back.
He's abandoning us again. There's a lot of buttons being pressed that I don't know what they do.
Well, we are on the air, so we got to keep going.
All right, we have the LAVC choirs conducted by Professor Gwen Carlos.
Just announce the choir and let them know that they're about to start. Just announce that the choir is starting their performance.
Okay, so we have the choir. And they're supposed.
That's okay. We can always edit this, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, that means put your mics on. It'll be okay.
Okay, there we go.
Apologies for the dead. We apologize for the dead. We are having some. There was a little bit of scheduling conflict with everything going on with music and theater, and we're still just kind of the first hour. It takes some time to kind of get used to. It is truly unfortunate that we're not able to get their feed, because it really does sound lovely from here.
Yeah.
I mean, you can kind of hear it in the background, but
Just a little, enough, I suppose.
Very angelic.
You know what's so funny is that with Arts Day, it's like, I like that in a sense, like there's always like audio issues, and it's so funny that they happen during a performance.
It really is the work. It feels bad.
It always tends to be like that, where you have everything set up properly, pre-production, and then once it actually starts.
See, that was what I was super confused about, because we all got here at 8, right? Well,
Yeah.
I got here a little bit later, but we got here at 8, got everything set up. We were set up by 9.
Yeah.
But nobody here was here to test anything. So, like,
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like, and this is bad, right? Like, I think it's just something like, I mean, this is the first, I think, arts event that we are having.
Really?
I think so. I don't think I've seen this done before. So, I guess in a sense, it's like a test run for everybody. Like, this is I think this, to my knowledge, this is the first time we're doing something like this.
That sounds.
I mean, I think
interesting.
we've broadcasted Arts Day before. I don't think this is the first time.
I feel like we've broadcasted a club day.
Well, your club day, yeah, but that's like an ASU event. This is like an actual like campus department kind of thing.
Interesting.
You know, I'm not sure too, because this is actually my first time back in the campus in over 2 years.
Really?
Going on. So that's why I'm actually very excited and a little bit nervous to be here. But you know, that's why when I found parking, I came through here today. I was like, oh, where's the cafeteria and everything? A little rusty in terms of my location of where everything's at again.
And I feel so bad because like people will come up to me randomly and they'll just be like, "Oh, can you turn on this channel?" I was like, "No one told me. I only know what's like here on this like our little like KVCM mixer, but I have no idea what's going on like here on the
on the actual see
on
that's
the master."
That's what I was confused about, because it sounded like somebody else was going to be running the master, and now they're just kind of gone.
Yeah, they were just like, "All right, kids, have fun.
Good luck."
I feel like my voice would crack if I do choir, and I wouldn't be able to have the breath to do it.
Rosine has the voice of an angel, right?
Angelic.
Fortunately.
Oh man, but yeah, so just again, music department on campus. Some of the degrees that they offer at LAVC, it's going to be right over there at that poster that I'm reading from. It's commercial music, and music associates for transfer, and certificates that are included there are performance, jazz studies, music arranging, music notation, and music technology. And so, I just want to know, like, is there a class on jazz hands, like? Is there
that would have to be dance, if anything.
Okay,
that's not going to be music.
But like it's jazz music, right? But it's like, you know.
No, jazz hands. I don't quote me on this because I'm not entirely sure, but I believe jazz hands is popular. It is based off of Fozzy dancing, which is kind of like when you see. It's the back dancers of theater, basically.
Okay.
And that's definitely, that might not even be the name of the dance, but I believe that it was that grouping. It's a theater thing, more theater and dance thing more than more than music.
Gotcha. Okay.
Have you tried it?
No. What about you, Gerardo? Are you a theater performer or no?
No, I'm not. I always wanted to go to Disney Hall just to go see a performance, but that's all about it right there.
Yo, oh my gosh. Like, is there like a helicopter flying over us? Because like we're so good that it's criminal. Like that makes so much sense.
Of course you did that. No, get out of here. Leave.
They can hear the music. They can hear the music.
I'm muting your mic now.
There you go. Some would say criminally good. Some would say criminally bad.
It just depends on where you are on the moral scale.
That sounds like an oxymoron to me if you think about it.
No. Like I said, it just depends on where you're sitting on the moral scale.
Yes, indeed.
Are you good over here? Are you bad? What are your thoughts?
Oh man! And that
you can hear.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say the one class I didn't hear you say when talking about music is I was talking about it earlier. Elementary voice. Is voice particularly not from them?
Oh, that's a good one. Wouldn't that pertain to broadcasting, but also music?
You know, I've had so many people tell me like, "Oh, if you're like a really good like DJ, like radio DJ, you have a singing voice." And I'm like, "Have you heard me in karaoke?
No.
That's not true." Like,
look at us.
There's so many levels to music, and the Crown keeps talking about going to karaoke, and she's gonna force me to get on microphone, and I'm just like, no, keep that thing far away from me. Y'all enjoy yourselves. I'll just party here.
I feel like in karaoke, I wouldn't be able to get the lyrics on cue, so I'd be kind of like.
I mean, there's a screen.
Yeah, but I feel like, it depends. I'll be a little bit nervous. I'll be like singing a little bit behind or a little bit ahead and not on pace.
So I'm going to swap out real quick with Janelle. Can someone catch up Janelle on what we just discussed?
I think she heard at least a good portion of it, but yeah, we'll see.
So essentially, Alfonso was just talking about the music programs they offer for the degrees or certificates, and talking a little bit about jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
And
Jazz
unfortunately, it
Jazz
turns
hands.
out we can't directly broadcast the choir performance that's going on yonder.
Which
so
is really unfortunate because they do sound absolutely fantastic from here.
I remember earlier we were mentioning how we should have joined choir.
Yeah. I still stand by the fact that the only time I've ever been in choir is elementary school.
Yeah.
Shameful.
See, I just don't think I have the voice for it. As good as it sounds, it's not for everybody.
See, I agree to that, but I also feel like choir is the one place where you can have not the best voice and still kind of mix in well.
Because your voice might get hidden by everyone else's.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like it's all consuming.
Janelle, would you be able to do well in choir if you tried?
Oh yeah, I did choir through all of middle school and a few years in high school.
Oh wow, very impressive.
She's got quite the resume.
We're live on Twitch, so you guys can say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Oh my goodness.
Hey guys, sorry.
Oh
for
my
the-
goodness.
That's Tibet's channel.
Oh shit, I'll have to follow him.
I will also need to find this out because I will need to say hi to all of my
It's in
friends.
the Discord.
Drop
Is
a
it in
super
the
chat or
okay.
something on Twitch.
Dang, I should have brought my laptop. We could have streamed on my channel too.
Get a little of in on the action.
Be like, subscribe
uh,
to my channel.
We're
wanna
stealing
see some,
viewers over here.
If you want to see stuff that I can't talk about on radio, twitch.tv/CRXYN Peach, like the fruit.
Oh my goodness, she bringing in the self promo.
Damn right.
Self promo, sneak it in right there.
Shameless plug.
See, the problem is we already plug it on our show,
We
so
forget a lot
we
of the time.
do. We already plug it on our show, and half the time it doesn't even happen. So speaking of, I kind of lost my train of thought there. What's going on?
So Cinco de Mayo was yesterday.
Yes,
What's
it
your
was.
guys' like top 3 or like favorite like Mexican dishes, like food wise?
I'm gonna be the super basic one and have to. I can really only say tacos.
You know, I'm
It's
gonna
the
go.
Gerardo
super
might be the
basic
one
and
that-
awful.
But you can customize it and make it amazing. Like I've had some amazing tacos.
Yeah. The
You know-
problem. Well, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say for me, I would just say tacos, carne asada with arroz and frijoles, and chilaquiles for
See, now I
Cinco
can't-
de Mayo.
Now I can't say mine because I do not sound good speaking Spanish.
Well, honestly,
Can't
I'm
do
not
it.
the best Spanish speaker, but I have improved over the years. But yeah.
I fall under every basic white girl stereotype. It's not fun.
You know what's funny? Your Spanish is probably better than my brother and sister, so
Hey, I learned Russian. Nope. My Russian accent's great.
Hey, I mean, there's definitely some crossover there, right?
you know, there was a time where I don't know why, for some reason, I wanted to learn Portuguese, and I was like, I was watching these YouTube videos and all that stuff, and I try to have the accent like Portuguese. You know how like they have like the little extra accent, and I guess it just sounded like very exotic. It was the reason why I wanted to speak Portuguese to begin with, but I soon sort of gave up on that just because it's a very hard language to get, but. You know, it has some similarities to Spanish, so that's on the flip side. When I saw the comments on YouTube in Portuguese, I could sort of read them and understand it, and I can decipher what it says to a certain extent just because it's very similar, but I can't understand the whole thing.
I definitely feel that way with. I always call it the language of the homeland, which is sounds wrong out of context. But I'm Sicilian. Or at least partly so. So I always keep telling myself that, especially while I'm here at LAVC, I need to start learning Italian. I want to learn Italian, but
You're already doing the hands.
I always do the hands. What are you talking about? It's in my blood. I speak with my hands.
See, I do too, but that's because I know sign language.
See,
Wow.
ASL is another one that I really need to learn.
It's so fun.
It really it looks fun, and it's just so accessible.
But now, like, talking with your hands means, like, something completely different because I'll be speaking and signing what I'm saying at the same time, and
So
it's really
you're
annoying.
not just kind of waving your arms frantically
No.
like me.
So what is a language you guys would want to learn if you had the chance?
So Italian for me.
I am in the very, very beginning stages of learning Korean.
Ooh. For me, I would say Portuguese and a little bit of French.
Japanese.
I actually agree with the Japanese on that
Yeah.
You know, I watch anime, so I like to watch with
Are you going to Anime Expo?
No, I'm not, but I think I should. Where's that
Do
going to be
it.
at? I think.
So I forget. I want to say it's at the LA Convention Center,
Yes,
but don't quote
it
me on
is.
that. It's the 2nd to the 5th. I already have all of my cosplays planned. I am
next
so
month?
excited.
Yeah.
Of July. It's 4th of July weekend.
Ooh, even better.
It's going to be fun. I have all 4 of my cosplays planned. We are like good to go.
Gotta come in dressed as your favorite character, but have them completely red, white, and blue.
See, I turn most of my characters into girls, so I have an excuse to wear a skirt because it's going to be in the beginning of July and it's going to be hot.
Got a little too.
Most definitely.
Oh no, I can't.
We were just talking about anime Jaro before you got here.
Really?
Yeah. I think Miss Excited to be going has like 4 cosplays ready. Is that right?
It's 4 days. Well, okay, I still have to buy like the clothing for one because for 3 of them I'm using the same wig, just styled slightly differently. But so I have my first one is going to be the one that I used in SAC Anime back in September, so that one's already done. I have to finalize the outfit for my second one. I have to plan the outfit for the third one.
This is very serious. All
Yes,
right.
and then the 4th one is going to be Shinso from My Hero Academia because I already have purple hair, and I just have to do at least one purple-haired character. It has to happen.
Oh boy, I think I can't. I've never really been into I've taken a look at cosplay. It looks really fun. I've been to a Doctor Who convention. That's about it. I want to go to Anime Expo.
It's so fun.
Can't afford it.
Yeah,
But
I'm lucky and I get the veteran pass.
Yeah.
Is it pricey?
I think it was like $120 or $130.
Is that per day, or you could just buy like
No,
one day?
for the military, it's the 4-day pass.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
4-day for non-vet is probably somewhere around.
I'd say like 300.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Oh man.
Somewhere high 2s,
Yeah.
low 3s.
But with taxes after that.
Plus, they at least for the military ones, they're like mailing you the pass. You don't just like have an online ticket. So, I don't know. I can't answer the normal people questions.
I needed the Comic-Con
normal people questions. Oh,
All
I'm
you
sorry.
civilians.
I'm sorry. She's really taken the name The Crown for.
We are the Monarchs. I am
Uh-huh.
the queen. I am the crown.
Where did that name come from, by the way, the crown?
So my username on all of my social medias is Crown Peach. My nickname in high school from a lot of my friends, and especially friends from dance hall, called me Peach or Peaches. And I was entering a contest that a K-pop group that I listened to was hosting. They were doing like a fan call thing, and their first song, their debut song, was called Crown. But I didn't want it to just be like spelled crown normally because it looked weird, so I turned the O into an X.
The real gamer hours over here.
Yeah.
I thought you would put instead of the C, you would just put a K.
Nah.
Too basic. Come
Too
on,
basic.
man.
I needed it to look a little edgy, so I was like, okay, well, like I might as well make it like all of my social medias. Like, why not?
Fair enough.
Gotta keep the branding consistent. All of my Twitch overlays are all peach themed. A few of my emotes are peach themed.
Don't you have a peach tree as your your streaming portrait or whatever? Not portrait, the outline.
Yeah, it's like a little tree. So my friend Sam actually did those. So I'll just occasionally message her and be like, hey, can you do this, please?
You should create a shirt and brand that and just build off a brand off of that one.
Honestly.
Do you have the following to make it worth it?
I mean, I might eventually. I've been watching a lot of like study streamers recently.
Study streamers?
Yeah. So it's people doing like Pomodoro timers like on stream, and everyone will just kind of like work together. They usually call it co-working streams.
Ooh.
And so like I've made a lot of friends from those communities, and so I might dabble into that a little bit. The problem with me is that I love everything. I can never stick to one thing.
Ooh.
I can stick to Peaches because like that's just like the aesthetic of it. But when it comes to like the actual content, it's Overwatch, Sims, chatting, drinking, now potentially studying because it's finals time. I don't know. I can't stick to one thing, and that might be my downfall, but that also might be my biggest strength.
Hey, one of the biggest things is variety streamers as of late. So who knows?
I feel like that's normal though, in a sense.
Yeah.
Eventually, I need to get a capture card so that I can stream Animal Crossing. I want to stream Animal Crossing so bad.
I can send you at least like a basic $20 one. It doesn't work
Please.
well, but
If
I
it
can
works,
send you.
it works, and I'll take it.
It's
I just bought, so right now my setup, I use the Razer Huntsman Mini keyboard and some pink mouse I found on Amazon, and I just recently bought the Quartz Black Widow version 3 and one of the the wireless mouse that they use. So yeah, that's gonna be really fun to switch into my setup.
Are you on mic? Oh.
So it looks like the choir performance just concluded, or
Is there going to be another performance, or this-
Theater is doing one, which I believe we will be able to broadcast.
I wonder what they're going to be performing.
I have no
so
idea.
what was your setup like? You were saying.
So right now I use the Razer Huntsman Mini, the white one, and I switched out some of the pink keycaps. But I'm now upgrading to the Black Widow version 3 and then one of the Razer mouses that's wireless. I forget the name of it though. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Do you use like Elgato or something to?
So right now I don't have a capture card. Usually I just kind of do the game capture from OBS itself, but I'm looking at getting an Elgato. I do use Touch Portal instead of the Stream Deck just because it's easier and free.
You can't be free.
Honestly.
And then all these technical stuff you're saying, I have no clue what you guys are saying. I'm embarrassed to say, but it sounds very proficient and be able to help
Ever
you.
watched like any gaming videos on YouTube?
You know, I'd be watching RDC One World Gaming. I don't know if you guys heard of them. They're a popular YouTube channel. They do a lot of popular skits and reenactments of anime and sports or whatever the case may be. And they've recently jumped into the gaming world, and I feel like they have a commentary while they do gameplay, and that's something, I don't know if Janelle, you would do as well.
Yeah, that'd be really interesting. Especially like a lot of animes have released game versions. So that would be like really interesting to do too. Especially because I watch like a lot of like professional gaming tournaments. The Overwatch League is about to start tomorrow actually. I'm very excited for that. But it's always fun like listening to people do commentary and stuff.
I think so too. It's not as easy as you think it is. You know, you got to be trying to pass the level and then also provide commentary. But you know, you also realize that you've been recorded, so you got to watch what you say, and then also you want to be as like freely and loosely how you want to say it. But it's just a different experience right there.
Yeah, especially because at least with the first Overwatch, it's different with Overwatch 2 that the beta just released. But in the original Overwatch, it is 6 players on each team. 2 tanks, 2 DPS, and then 2 supports. So it's like not only do you have to know all the players from each team that's going to come through whatever arena you're at, but you also have to know all of their strengths and weaknesses, what all their characters that they play are. Like, and there's just so much to know and to talk about.
Do you play Overwatch, or you just watch it on gameplay?
I do. I sadly still play Overwatch. It's addicting, and it's very slow paced, and it requires 0 brain power, which is why the only 2 games that I like truly play all the time are Overwatch and The Sims.
The Sims. That's a classic right there.
I love The Sims. It was like my childhood game. It's so fun. Especially like now having it on the PC as well. Then you can like put custom stuff in there, and it's really fun.
My childhood games were GTA and Need for Speed.
Same with me, and I was more of a Mario type of guy. Like I like playing Mario Party, Mario Kart, and Super Mario Strikers. That was a classic one for me. But since I had a younger brother, he broke literally all my discs, so like I'm kind of like bummed out. So had I maintained it, and had he not broken it, I probably would have been playing it to this day.
You don't have a console right now?
Not right now, but I do play with my my friend and his Xbox One. We just play more 2K, and his girl, he plays Call of Duty, but I'm not the best. I don't play Call of Duty at all, so I'm like the worst. So I'm like the one that probably loses first and gets killed all the time. But like I'm more of like playing Madden and NBA 2K.
Yeah, you'd just be there for the sacrifice.
Yeah, essentially. And then we win, but I have like everybody else has so many kills, and I'm the one that's being killed like 50 times. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, my kill to that ratio is probably pretty bad too when I play Call of Duty.
It's like it's crazy. It fascinates me that these younger people, the teenagers and all that play young, they have that coordination that they're able to play in and just maneuver with the controls at a fast pace like it's normal.
There we go.
And soon we may have the theater performing.
There's a dog. Oh, it's a service dog. Sorry, y'all. I'm like addicted to dogs.
That's a cute dog right there.
That's so cute. God, I want a dog so bad.
You don't have any pets?
No, I did while growing up, but not since I left for the military basically straight out of high school. So, was not able to have one.
You see, I would want a dog, but right now what I really want is a parrot. And when I went to downtown with my lady, we saw that they were selling parrots for $2,000. I was like, oh, I don't know. Yeah, Los Angeles and 4th, if you're ever around. Check it out. They're sort of selling pets and
Loan us a
animals.
parrot.
Yeah. I saw the price tag. I was like, never mind. I'm gonna just pass. So then I'll probably settle for a turtle.
Turtles are nice. Like the bigger ones, or like the really small ones.
I would say the small one, just to keep in a little tank and go from there.
Yeah, they're pretty cheap at Petco.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very fun. Or like a hamster. Hamsters are cute. They poop a lot though.
I'm not a cat person though. I'm sorry to say, I do not like cats. I had a bad experience when I was younger. I tried to be friends with the cat, right, with my neighbor's cat, and the cat just scratched me. And ever since then, I was like, all right, I have a enemy towards the cats.
I've never met a cat that doesn't like me. I grew up with a cat from, I think, before I was in preschool. I think she ended up dying like my junior year of high school.
Oh no.
And like she hated everyone except for me. I've yet to meet a cat that doesn't like me.
Cats are one of those creatures who are always kind of like, okay, you're cool, or you.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
They just could not give
No.
a single thought about you.
So I've met plenty of cats who do like me, and then plenty of cats who like really hate me to the point of like the moment they see me, it's like,
ew,
they're gonna scratch me.
It reminds me of like The Simpsons, the crazy cat lady.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's how I see cat owners, essentially. I told my friend too, because he has a cat. I'm like, you're like that crazy lady from The Simpsons. He's like, you crazy, get out of here.
It's like I want a cat again because especially we were only ever raised with cats because my mom's allergic to dogs.
Oh wow.
So it's like eventually like I'd want a dog at some point, but I'm just so used to cats and they're so like mellow. And if there's a day that like I just want to stay in and do nothing, like I don't want to like go out and have to like walk a dog for like a mile and a half just to come back and lay back down again.
Oh yeah, no. When my buddy and I are getting our finally getting our place, we're planning on, because I've always been a dog person. I for the most part, because I also want to stream as well as I need to be able to do my voiceovers. I can't do that with a dog. Dog's gonna be like, hey.
I've always been a
feed
cat
me.
person.
Cats are great. I love cats. I just
Except the ones that have like attitude.
Yeah.
Not even,
okay.
They're
All
they have
cats
attitude
have
for a reason.
attitude. Hold on.
You
They're
won't see that. You don't see that
spunky.
with dogs. Dogs
No.
never have
Oh,
attitude.
there's a lot of dogs that have attitude.
Well,
I haven't seen one, but
they're
Huskies.
That's the dog I want in the future.
Huskies.
Yeah, huskies have
The
a lot
loudest
of attitude.
dogs on the planet. DJ's
Ooh.
back.
DJ back.
Oh,
DJ was dropping some really good beats earlier.
I don't even know. What's the DJ like? I don't remember there being a DJ.
It's just sort of in between.
DJ over there, but
Who is it?
I have no idea.
Yeah, no, I definitely want a cat when I get a new place, because I've never owned a cat for the opposite reason of her. My mother has always been allergic to cats, so we've always had dogs. And then my dad likes cats, but he's just they don't sit with him well.
So I'll get a dog, you get a cat, and then we can like swap every once in a while.
get a
we'll
British
just
short
kid
hair.
swap.
Cat dog.
Get a short hair if you're going to. I will always stand by the fact that pit bulls are the greatest.
Oh yeah, pit bulls are the sweetest. My uncle has a pit bull that is literally afraid of its own shadow, and it is hilarious.
Yeah, they're great.
They're the
I will
sweetest.
always be angry at the people who just write them off as aggressive, and it's like, no.
If you raise them
Yeah.
aggressive, they'll be aggressive.
Wouldn't that be the case with all dogs?
Exactly. It's literally just it's dependent on how you raise them.
You know, I like to say that it tends to be the small cats like the Chihuahua, the wiener dogs, are the most aggressive and feisty compared
Well,
to like
what's
a pit bull.
funny is whenever people talk about pit bulls in particular, they always go to like the most aggressive breeds chart or whatever, and they always list them or say they're listed at like, oh, they're like the third most aggressive dog breed. No, they're not. First off, there is no official aggressive dog breed list. There really isn't.
Yeah.
And at most, they're usually around average at 15. which is still on the list, and there are plenty of breeds that aren't, but they're still behind Chihuahuas, Wiener Dogs, German Shepherds.
I was gonna say, like, German Shepherds are like usually police dogs. They are trained to be aggressive.
Yep.
Like, you figured those would be like considered the most aggressive ones.
Yep. The only dog that is considered more aggressive, and it's because it is true, than the German Shepherd, or there are two dogs that come to mind, is a Cane Corso, which absolutely beautiful dog. But they are one hell of a breed to try and tame. And then I was going to say Schnauzer, but that's not right. No, Dobermans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking that in my mind too. I was like, maybe you're gonna say that. I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah.
The Dobermans are just so like elegant almost too. Like, they're beautiful.
I will always stand by. Like I was saying, I will always disagree with those aggression charts. It's ridiculous.
I feel like people are more aggressive than dogs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That goes without saying.
This DJ is turning it up.
DJ is going wild over there.
I was also going to say, it literally just sounds like feedback right now. It didn't sound like music for a second there.
No, not at all.
I could, well, clearly.
Who even needs us when you got that DJ?
You know, it's funny. I've noticed that every DJ or a lot of DJs always like lean to the side and like mixing their music, always without fail.
Because they usually just wear like one part of the headphone and just like keep it between their shoulder. I'm like, I would get like freaking cramps in my neck.
Is that like a style? I know, right? Like you wouldn't have to like. I can't.
No, it just means it means that you can hear not only your own. It's easier to hear the levels outside. So like, I've seen people. I personally will always wear my headphones just up barely over my ears, because that way I can actually still hear everything around me, but still hear the headset as well. But it's just kind of personal preference.
That's a great skill to have.
Have you been a DJ at any point?
No, I can't say I have. So I definitely can't tell whether or not it's true.
Would you like to be one? Because I'm sure the music program here offers.
I've considered it. I have certainly considered it. After doing the theater performance 2 weeks ago, where I was running the mixer, I was kind of like, "Yo, running a mixer is kind of cool." Like I kind of enjoy it. I still need to learn what half of the knobs besides the fades are, but
yeah, it'd be so fun to learn.
Yeah. Think about it. Whoever's performing or whatever is doing, whoever anything is running or doing audio for, are at your mercy.
Honestly, you are in control.
I gotta tell the story, and Chevy would absolutely kill me for it. But during the performance, the reason why what we're going to hear at 11:15 is my favorite song from the show is because at some point during the run, my audio cut out completely during the song. So we were about not even 5 seconds, more like 10 seconds into the song, and it completely cut off. Basically, gravity had pulled the cables undone.
Oh, geez.
So completely cut off. Everything went dark. All of my power just turned. And Chevy had a split second to go, okay, what do I do? And she completely rocked it without music. She got the entire crowd to start clapping in tempo to keep, and she absolutely nailed it.
Jeez.
Fantastic.
Good job on her part.
Yeah, and you're gonna see that fantastic performance here at 11:15.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
That is in about 15 minutes.
Yes, just under. So I genuinely can't wait. Now my worry is, since we were having problems with audio before getting through to the stream, it definitely makes me worry about what's going to be happening when they
Fingers
get
crossed
kicked up.
it'll go as planned.
Yeah.
We should do it like 2 minutes before they actually start, just to get a little test, and then
Ooh.
Because we'll have to mute our mics for it.
we'll just get that out of the way so they don't look at us.
See,
Or if anything, like what I was thinking, we can leave those two mics unmuted so that we can still hear it.
That could work.
possibly.
Because like we're able to hear the DJ just fine.
The DJ's living it up.
Bumping.
Yeah, seriously. I gotta know, where is he? Like, where?
It's right over. I think it's a she. I don't know. I can't quite tell.
Yeah, I think she's she's like actually killing it right now too, and
yeah,
I like
look
how
at her.
I like she's very and passionate about it as well. You can feel the energy off the DJ.
I mean, if you are a DJ, that is part of your job.
Yes.
I feel bummed because I should have brought my. I'm terrible with names, so all of the people who were in the theater show,
Yeah.
I don't know half of them off the top of my head, and a couple of them are up there dancing and rocking it right now, and it's just like.
You've seen them, but you
Love
don't know
a
their names.
voguing queen.
Oh yeah.
God, I miss dance. I need to get back into it.
I don't know how to dance, but I feel like I wouldn't mind trying to dance just because, once the music starts playing, everybody wants to get loose.
Honestly.
Gotta take some dance classes, man.
Do it. It's so fun.
I'm sure they're around here somewhere.
Most guys that like haven't danced in their life just do not know how to move their hips at all.
I haven't danced in my life.
Neither have I.
Neither
No,
have
okay.
I.
I did once again, going back to elementary school, I was forced to do a slow dance in elementary school. I didn't end well.
Oh, I know.
Went to prom or anything like that?
No, I didn't. I was not very popular in school. even the unpopular girls didn't like me.
Oh, jeez. Dang.
Yeah.
I can relate.
I feel like I'm too stiff. Like I need to start stretching more. I'm not as flexible, and I think
Do
it'll.
yoga.
I try.
Do yoga.
Yoga. People think that it's easy, but it's very intense. When I try to do like the basic yoga poses, I'll be breathing really profusely and profoundly, trying to get that breath in. Just because the poses require like intense, it's a workout in a sense.
Yeah. It really is. I very much enjoyed it. I used to go and take classes for it. Now I just kind of do it on my own because there's so many free ones on YouTube. And it's like you almost have to you have to hold your chest in a certain way to create space in your ribs to make sure you're getting that full breath. And it takes a lot of practice, but it's very fun once you get the hang of it.
It takes time. For me, I'm not for yoga and stretching. For some reason, I just do not like doing both. I feel like I'll do it for a couple days and then I get bored and I don't do it no more.
Yeah, so the way that I do my workouts and stuff, because I just do a lot of the YouTube workouts because they're free, why not? And so I do just on Saturday and Sunday are my yoga days. I spend the weekend to just kind of relax, stretch, do whatever I feel like I need to do, and then get back into it.
So what did I miss so far? I stepped away to take some pictures and I missed a little bit of conversation.
I don't remember.
You missed the whole show.
Oh damn. Oh shoot. I think I'm not supposed to say that on air.
You didn't say that. Nobody heard
I
that.
think that one's fine.
That one's fine?
I think that one's
Let's
fine.
ask the FCC.
I've been told that one's fine.
You could just say, I was just saying Kendrick Lamar's album.
I think I'm allowed to say that word, but I'm not allowed to say GD. Yeah. For some reason, they draw the line there.
Yeah, it's like I Write Sins Not Tragedies.
Oh my God, yes. Okay.
That's my favorite song, Panic at the Disco.
But that was
You're basic.
I'm sorry, that's the only one I like.
That was a DJ set from one of our own in the music department. That was
Yeah,
pretty good.
that
Not
was-
gonna lie.
that
If that
bumping.
person DJ'd my any sort of major life event, I'd be like, oh yeah, please. That was really
I
fun.
feel like I was at a club, and like a good club, you know, not
Dude.
some trashy club.
I saw a girl just drop it down and just start voguing, and I was just
I
oh
love
dang,
voguing so much.
Me too.
Voguing, whacking, and tutting are my favorite forms of
So
dance.
did you ever watch Pose?
I did.
Oh my god. I cried so many tears during that show. It's so good though.
I never got into finger tutting though. I don't have the skills for that, but I'm very good at making my wrists 90 degrees and completely flat.
See, did you guys grow up with those EDM kids who were like had the finger gloves with the lights.
Yeah.
And they would start doing like the light shows and all that.
That would
See,
trip me out.
no, because I actually dated an EDM producer.
No.
He and I are still great friends now. I love him and his partner, but he still does a lot of shows all the time. I've still yet to go to one though.
Oh man. But like, so you never knew anyone in high school that just did that? I knew so
No, but
many
I see
kids.
people on Twitch who do it.
Yeah, like I live near this like store that sells a lot of EDM stuff, like culture stuff. It's called Amazing Lights. It's in West Covina, and they sell like the finger gloves with the lights. They sell like EDM sweaters that you can wear under black light where they like glow up or whatever. And then obviously for the girls, like if you're going to EDC or anything like that, they have like the special kind of like, you know, bikini wear that's like, you know,
On like for like raves and stuff.
yeah. And so I was just like, it's such an interesting subculture, and I've never really taken part of it other than just the music. I'm like,
Yeah. I don't have the body confidence to go to a
me
rave.
neither.
I cannot.
Yeah. Like if you were to be like, hey, like shirts off and just start like, you know, raging. I'm
just
like,
no.
I'd do that just so I could get a suntan, sunburn, you know, get a nice burn.
Imagine getting a tan. Can't be me.
You know,
Could
I,
never be me.
I remember in summer school, this is my junior year of high school, I went to the beach. I ate heavy, so I fell asleep. I took a nap, so I laid on my back for like 30 minutes to an hour, right? And then I woke up, and then me being lazy, a little bit slumpy, I just switched to my belly side, my back side, and I was like, you know what, might as well just even it out. But the thing is, I forgot to put sunscreen, and the day after, my whole face, my whole my body, my back was red, and it was hard taking a shower. It would burn, so I'd have to take cold showers and put some aloe vera. And when I went to school,
did it blister?
I don't remember, but everything.
God, the blister ones are so bad.
Everything was red, and then when I went to school that day, all my friends were hitting me in the back, and even then we're like, yeah.
No.
And even then, my teacher, she was like, "Sorry, Gerardo," hits my back, and I was like, "Oh man, like it really."
See, that's so rude. And you know, it's funny. As soon as he said red, I was like, losing him was blue, like I never known. That's funny. I had a Taylor Swift moment. It was great. But dang, that sucks. Cause like, I could
What's
never.
it like at a rave? You guys were just saying.
I've never been.
I've been to Maddie-On concert. If you know the DJ.
Yeah.
It was Maddie-On and it was Skylar Spence, and that was in Pomona. That was like years ago, 2016, 2017, and that was really fun. I lost my hearing though. Like, I lost a good part of my hearing. I could barely hear anything for like a day.
Wow.
And then after that,
That's how you know it's a good concert.
Then after that, it came back, but I was just like, wow, this is as close to losing my career in radio as I got. It was bad.
I've never been to like any EDM, EDC type, but I do want to go. I don't listen to like those type of music, but
Bring earplugs, because you'll still be able to hear the music, but it won't hurt you.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That was me at Stagecoach back in 2017. We were like right next to the speakers, and then for the night that Shania Twain headlined, we were like front row in the pit.
So imagine like the actual performers performing the music extremely loud, how their eardrums were going to be. Like, wouldn't you think they'll go deaf soon?
Well, that's why they wear the earpieces.
Wow. I'm so amazed.
But, dude, I can't. Sharina's back. Yay!
My love!
So weird, though, I have to say. I was checking out the other booths, and it's so insane. I got to see many of my classmates, and they're like, Shireen, it's me. And I'm like, oh. Because I see them all on Zoom or with a mask on. Hey, hi, could anyone hear anything I said earlier?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm on like really high adrenaline because I was not talking into a mic, and now I gotta like bring it in.
We were just having to talk super loud because of the DJ.
But yeah, it was really interesting. Like, so I have to like put a brochure or something like on their face, and like, oh yeah, I recognize the eyes.
I think the eyes, you can recognize people with their eyes if they have smiling eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, so even when they're covered with the mask, you just see their eyes. Boom.
So that happened with me, except it evolved into only my eyes, and now it's just kind of go, and it like my mouth does not do anything.
I mean, when we used to wear the mask all the time, I would just have eye makeup, and then the rest of it was just.
Or just like a little bit of foundation, just like here, like the tiniest bit of highlight, like the highest you can go.
Do you get any of you guys relate?
I do.
What was that?
I said that. Well, I'm being silly, but basically wearing a mask, and if you do wear makeup, we just wear it on our eyes, because what's
Just
the
the
point
eyes.
of the rest
Yeah.
of it? Just as much
Especially if you
off.
wear a hat, then you don't have to do your forehead at all. Like, you don't have to do your contour. Like, it was a blessing.
It's all about the eyelashes and the eyeliner.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I did not do falsies today. I thought I was going to, and I did not have time.
Wait, Gerardo, would you know about falsies?
No, I wouldn't. Yeah.
Would you know about falsies?
What do you think falsies are?
I'm not gonna give an answer because I wouldn't know. So. And
No, I would love to hear what you have to
I would
say.
love to hear it.
It sounds funny, but yeah, I do not know.
Sounds like
I feel
some.
like I know enough women to know what that is now.
Sounds like some kind of a procedure that you do for beautification or something purposes.
I'm leaning towards that too.
They're false eyelashes. So it's the ones that you like glue on. Falsies.
I was getting nervous. I was like, I don't know if that's like something like a term or something, but yeah, it makes more sense.
One of my favorite things to do is to take my guy friends makeup shopping with me, and I'll hold up two lipsticks that are like a shade off from each other. I'm like, are these the same color?
Is that a trick question?
Pretty much. And then I'll hold like two of the same one up, and I'm like, is this the same color? Especially if they have, if it's like the same color but different undertones. It's like, are these the same color? Yes. No, they're not. This one's glittery.
It's crazy how like even though they're like a shade different, they have different names for every little shade differently. Like how?
I mean, they ran out of names. Now it's like a sentence. It's like at the beach or something.
Yeah.
Pure silk, and then, like, you gotta remember all these names.
I cannot say the shade of the lipstick I am wearing today.
It sounds like an Airwick fragrance scent.
Oh my god, yeah. Or like even like the palettes now are getting like unless it's like Morphe where they're like coated almost, like some of these names of these palettes are getting insane.
Yeah, right there you threw me off, but I guess so.
Does anyone take art classes here?
No, I
Not.
I've been very curious. I mean, they have a pottery department there. They're very quiet and they make pots. And I was really curious.
They have everything here.
We'll have to go check them out during lunch.
Do they have like the pottery or like they have like?
They're
little
doing it
machines?
right now in
No
like
way.
live, like
Oh, so they have the little spinny thingy?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That,
like,
song,
Yeah.
that song is running in my head.
That is
That
awesome.
ghost from the ghost. Is that? Oh, I love my darling.
See, while I was in the bathroom, for some reason, Christmas music started playing in my head. And I'm not ready for Christmas.
You know, I'm always like, whenever it's Christmas, I love to play Christmas music, all of them. But then once it's like January, I feel like, you know, just the allure of playing Christmas music is already gone. But sometimes, like, even now, like, you know, those are some Christmas songs are bangers. You just want to bump them. But
Honestly.
it just doesn't make much sense in May, July.
Yeah.
what's
Well, I mean,
happening
like
now?
Christmas in July is a thing.
Yes, always.
I think we're gonna have another performance.
Yes.
I
from
think by the theater group, right?
Yes, and they just
Here
finished
we are.
performing Bluebird, which was a fantastic 4-hour show.
Wow.
I sat through it. It was intense.
When was that?
Just recently here
Just-
in the theater department.
Oh, wow.
Now we're gonna hear one of the most amazing singing voices, and this lady is called Chevy. So check it out.
Okay, so I think we're going to mute these two mics and leave those two unmuted so we can still hear it since we haven't been able to patch through the audio.
No problem.
We'll be bringing you the theater performance live here. So
From Bluebird. And
We are
Pretty
back.
Cool. Amazing performance, like visually, like.
Oh
wow.
my god, that costume is beautiful.
How do we describe that costume for people who can't see what's going on?
Disney-esque.
Almost like if Cruella was into like crows instead of Dalmatians.
And purple, the color purple. There was
The
a lot
color
of purple.
Beautiful. That was amazing. I am such a fan of that song. It's like one of my favorite songs, and I'm just.
Which song is that from?
Paint It Black.
Painted Black by whom?
Is it not AC/DC? I swear it was AC/DC.
I love AC/DC.
Is it
It's
not
hard to
AC/DC?
tell, but because it's a female singing, and I couldn't quite tell, and she brought her own flavor to it. So I was having a hard time. I'm like, wait, I heard this song before, but I'm not sure.
We're gonna find out right now momentarily.
Have you heard like songs where you're like, that sounds familiar, but they make it their own so much. You're like, wait, I don't know where.
Like
it's
a
from.
remake of a song?
Yeah, and these singers just like make it their own, and you're like, I know that song, I just don't know where it's from. And that's what I'm feeling with this lady.
Usually I'm really good with it. It was the Rolling Stones.
Rolling Stones?
That makes sense. I don't usually listen to the Rolling Stones.
Wow.
I'm more like AC/DC, Def Leppard, Guns N' Roses, stuff like that.
I mean, Bluebird had a lot of songs in them that were very modern, so it was very interesting. I have to find out like how did they pick the songs with the play, or did it come along with it? Like that's.
I have no idea. You know what I really want to see? The Green Day musical.
Oh my God! I watched it in Berkeley
You did?
when it first came out. Like they were just, they usually workshop it at Berkeley, and then they take it to New York, and I got to watch it. It blew my mind, and they made me fall in love with Green Day. Like I was like, yeah, Green Day, cool.
I grew up on Green Day. I'm the youngest of three with quite a bit of an age gap.
Yeah.
So pretty much whatever my siblings were into, I was into by default. My brother was super into Green Day. So much so that my mother's ringtone for him is American Idiot.
Have you gone to one of their concerts?
I have not, sadly.
No? How about you? Have you been to?
A Green Day concert? I haven't, but I mean, I was into Green Day and Linkin Park mainly growing up.
You were what with?
Green Day and Linkin Park were.
I should be wearing my.
I was like, why aren't you wearing them?
I'm like, wait, I can't hear anybody. I forgot my headphones.
I'll listen to a few songs, but I was like more like Linkin Park, Red Hot Chili Peppers type.
Yes.
So that was some stuff I
I
listened
remember
to.
when the Getaway album dropped, and I feel like it did not get as much love as it should have. That was a great album.
That was a really good album.
Honestly. Especially, like, that was the same with Sleeping with Sirens Gossip album. Like, because they kind of switched their sound for that album, like, it just didn't get any promotion. It was so good, though.
Do you think any musicians or any songs or albums out there that you wish they would turn into a musical?
Ooh.
I'm not sure, to be honest with that question.
I mean, they tried with Marvel, with Spider-Man and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, I know.
interesting.
I don't know if it's a musical or just a play, but the anime Haikyuu has some stage version of the show.
Yeah, that would be
I
interesting.
don't remember if it's a musical or just like a play.
Hey, you're tapping into something. I don't think I've watched any anime musicals.
I have seen it on TikTok. It is not. As far as I'm aware, it is only in Japan. But
we
I've
got it
seen
right
videos
here.
of it on TikTok. It looks really great.
Wow.
The actors really get into it.
That's pretty cool.
I don't know, like on Gigabits, we've talked about like what video games we'd want to see like turn into movies and stuff like that.
Fortnite.
No.
Devil May Cry. I like that to be a movie.
I checked out a lot of the booths, and the motion capture booth is pretty awesome. They show you like how they capture, and these are people who are actually working in the Hollywood industry who are here, and they used to be part of LAVC.
Oh wow.
So
I
you
still
get
need to
see
go
both.
see Uncharted. That one they made it into a movie. I didn't go see it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was so busy I couldn't go see it, but Uncharted, I love that game.
I've heard that it's good.
That'd be interesting. How about Mario Brothers into a musical?
Yes.
I think I would
Oh
watch
my
it.
God.
Just for the sake of seeing if they jump and get mushrooms. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mortal
Just
Kombat
them
they
on
already
screen.
made. I know Mortal Kombat they already made it into a movie. Alfonso here, we were talking about it months ago. Mortal Kombat. He's a big fan of that game.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat's really good.
I was curious, did we talk about our department? Would we talk about other departments? Have you ever talked about the broadcasting?
We did a little bit while
We
you
did?
were gone.
Okay. That's good. Okay, cool.
We were
So-
talking about like the classes that we were taking and what the coursework
nice.
is like.
Which is your favorite classes, I'm wondering, in broadcasting?
I have only taken one. This is my first semester.
Nice.
No way.
I just started.
Which one is it?
The Broadcasting 10.
Nice. What do you think about it?
I love it. It's great, especially getting to like learn about a different like popular radio hosts throughout history each week, and just seeing the evolution of radio and how these people have played a part in the way that radio is structured now is very interesting.
So it's more in history. Do they also teach you on the application of voice?
So we mainly work in Adobe Audition because it is a virtual class. So each week we'll watch a video about some radio personality, and then we'll also have like a project we have to record, master, all that sort of stuff.
You learn how to master?
Yeah. So the few promos that I've done that have been played on KVCM were assignments that I did for Broadcasting 10.
Is it hard to master?
I would say not really, because I did a lot of video editing throughout high school, so I'm kind of used to mixing audio levels and stuff like that, and I worked a lot in Premiere Pro, which is also Adobe, so I'm kind of used to the same setup.
Oh, that's what you guys are using?
Yeah, so we're using Adobe Audition, but with the recent update that they did, they added this automatic fade in and fade out that you can't get rid of. So it's very frustrating trying to edit it and not have dead space at the beginning or the end.
I've always been curious about dead space. How do you cover that?
I found that if you like take the clips separately and you like merge them over together slightly so they fade in and out to each other, you can control it more. So
Hey,
at that point it's just leaving like 3/4 of a second before the first clip.
For those listening, those are some pointers we should.
That's a good
Write
pointer.
that down.
Yeah.
I spent hours figuring this out. Don't let it go to waste, please.
Yes. How about yourself?
For me, I take the one I don't remember like the specific broadcasting number class, but it's the voiceover one, and that's something that pertains to what I want to do: voiceovers and commercials, and a little bit of broadcasting and the aspect of that, and also in sports. So I learned a lot about that one, the technical stuff, speaking slowly, breathing, speaking with power, precisely, and all that.
You learned through Professor Douglas Rye?
Professor Beaton.
Beaton?
Yeah.
Oh, he teaches that too?
Yes. So that's something that was my favorite class, just because what I want to do is just narrations and all that, and I just got to try to hone my craft and get better, but I feel like I can get it done.
I need to take that voiceover class. I've never taken it.
Yeah, I think I'll have to take it eventually because I just picked up the double major in radio and film.
Because I took voiceover with Douglas Rye, and you took it with Beaton. He also teaches voiceover?
I believe so. Actually, no, it was a different one in the top of my head, but it was when the breakdown of it was just like more of a section of how to like speak and all that.
very
And
cool.
I forgot the course, but I know that.
I'm taking a voice and diction next semester.
Yeah.
That could be it.
I think that was that one.
Because I want to be I don't know, articulate. Sometimes I like trip on myself.
Oh, I do all the time. That's just the ADHD.
Yeah, I feel like me, if I'm nervous or I'm excited, I'll speak faster than I need to be, but I gotta tell myself just take it slow, speak precisely, and you'll get your voice and you'll get your words more fluently.
Well, that's your tip of the day?
Yeah, that's my tip of the day.
All right. Anyone else have a tip? Do you have a tip of the day for our listeners?
I do not. I've never used like Premiere Pro. The thing I use for editing is Audacity.
Audacity, I love Audacity.
Good, but
I love Audacity, but it doesn't have the dual track, which kind of annoys me sometimes.
So how do you combine the
dual
two
track,
tracks?
you mean mixing?
Yeah, so like when you're recording like in Audition, and it'll like automatically do the double stereo tracks instead of just the one mono track.
So
and so you can add a little bit more depth to whatever you're recording.
So there's no way around it with Audacity. That's
As far as I know, no. Like it's good for like if you're like editing music or something, because I was in dance, we had to edit our music all of the time to make it shorter, and so that was really good because you're able to get in there kind of precisely and figure out the ways to get it to blend better. But when you're recording your voice and trying to mix and master something, it's a lot easier to do it in Audition.
That's pretty cool. And if anyone's into, I have like so many questions because like I have GarageBand, and so I'm like, which is better?
I have not
GarageBand is
used
bad,
GarageBand a lot.
I think it's awful, GarageBand. I used it in the beginning, awful. It's not user-friendly at all.
Oh, okay.
I would just use it just to tinker with it in my iPhone, but nothing
Yep.
else. Just to
I
see,
feel that.
just to see what type of beats and music I can come up with and all that. But it's just more of a pass around, playtime. Just experimenting.
Ooh, the choir's coming back.
They're coming back. round 2.
Ooh, starting off with the lovely music right here.